Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here, and this is my first ever campaign battle ever in my life. And this is a drop-in battle against a human opponent who is playing his campaign. So let's go look at my army first. And here I have my general's unit, and he rides on horseback. But the rest of my army, I have 3 squadrons of camel warriors. And I was very curious to see how effective these camels were. But anyways, I don't know what my opponent's name is because it didn't give our names. It gave the names of our generals fighting the battle, but it did not give our actual names for this fight. But this is my opponent's army. He has 1 squadron of this chasse et cheval. That's where his general's at, I believe. Then he has 2 units of regiment of foot, and then 4 units of regiment of militia. Or yeah, I think that's what it's called. At first I was intimidated by my opponent's army, but when I took a close-up, it didn't look like they were regular troops. So I was kind of happy about that, but I have no idea how effective camels are against these militia troops. In any case, in my last battle, you saw me do a drop-in battle, and that dropped me into a quick match. And that was between, I guess, 2 random armies. But this time I actually got dropped into someone's campaign battle. And instead of my opponent fighting the computer, I took control of the computer's army here. So I'm using the Ottomans, where it should have been the computer controlling these guys. So this is a very interesting matchup. Anyways, I'm trying to dislocate my opponent's army. He has set up this defensive formation in the middle. So I was basically just trying to move around and see if I could move my opponent's army around so that I could get a good charge on them. The problem is that most of my guys are camels, so they move really slow. So it won't exactly be a lightning blitz on them. So I have to make my charge count. And I'm trying to stay out of range of my opponent's muskets. Alright, so here I sense an opening. You can see that? There's an opening right to his horsemen. So since I opened that up, I'm going to start my attack. And he sees what I'm doing, so he's going to move his infantry to intercept my camels here. But instead of going for his horses, I have decided to change directions and sandwich this unit right here from both sides. So that was the opening I was looking for, and that's the only thing I can hope for. And he put one of his regiment of foot into square, so I have to avoid that formation at all costs. And this is where I got really happy. I noticed with that charge on his militia, that unit of militia started to rout. So I was getting very happy now because I had no idea how effective my camels were against these kinds of troops. I've never seen these guys in my life. So I'm going to continue the fight, and I'm going to avoid his regiment of foot. And I don't think the regiment of militia can form a square. So I have to avoid that strength. And I've already taken out his, I'm engaging his chasseurs. And I wasn't worried about those guys, because I'm pretty sure camels can take out horses. But one of his units, actually 2 of his units are rowdy now. So I'm doing a good job right now of taking his guys apart. And actually, when I did my last drop-in battle, I was hoping I would have been dropped into a campaign fight, but instead I got dropped into a quick battle, which is not the same thing. But here I am. This is my opponent's last unit, so I tried to launch this charge. I was hoping it would break his guys, because his other guys routed really fast. And I know his guys weren't square, but I didn't think they would last long. So I started losing one of my units here, so I got kind of worried. And plus, one of my opponent's units stopped routing. See that French flag in the back? They're coming right back into the fight, and I haven't done anything to that square yet. So I got really worried. Here they come. And they are running to save their comrades. And over here, it looks like my opponent lost enough troops where he could not maintain his square. So once they got out of square, they were at my mercy. So I got rid of those guys, and now I'm going to charge into that other unit that just came back from routing, and I want to charge them before they start firing their muskets at me.
Our men are running.
So they fired a few shots, but once my camels get there, that's going to knock them out of their discipline. So this is the final clash here. So here I basically gambled that my opponent's troops would break like they did at the beginning when I charged into them, and they actually did, so I was very happy about that. So my guys are going to chase him down. Anyways, yeah, once again, I have no idea who my opponent was. So I'll just say good game to my opponent, and good luck in your campaign, and I hope you're able to salvage this situation. Everyone else, hope you enjoyed.